Greetings and welcome to your Oracle message for the day. I am Kat Morgan and I welcome you to this video, to this channel, and to this space. Thank you so much for coming by and checking out the video, checking out the channel. For new friends that have never been here before, the only thing you're ever going to hear on this channel is love and encouragement and support as we ask for clarification and guidance, confirmation, divine wisdom coming to us from the cards that we're looking at. So please feel welcome in this space. For returning friends, you guys know the drill. Sit back, relax. These readings do take a little bit longer, so this is an investment of time in you, and you're worth way more than that. So take your time, sit back and relax, and let the energy, let the image that's in front of you and the energetic reading bless you as fully as possible. All right, so thank you so much for joining us. We've been going through the Crystal Grid Oracle deck by Nicola McIntosh, and this is a collective reading and it's timeless. So whenever you come across this video, however and whenever you find it, it's the right time for you to be getting this message. And today's message is card number 31, Nature's Cycles, and we're working with the Malachite pentagram. So very, very interesting reading for the day. Before we go in the book, which I haven't looked at, you and I will read it together for the first time in just a few minutes, but I want to talk a little bit about the elements of the card itself because we always want to try to get as much information and energy that we can from these cards, from the images, and from the readings themselves, and take as much full advantage that we have available to us. So the first thing I want to talk about is malachite. We have definitely green stones. We're looking at earth energy here. We're looking at heart chakra specifically. Malachite is one of the most important minerals for protecting against negative energies. So working with the pentagram, we've got a very strong, positive, protective energy that we're building around ourselves through this reading. It fills our auric fields with positivity while simultaneously pushing out all the negativity. Malachite is known to create a cloak of invisibility around the user. This will remove you from certain confrontations and make you less susceptible to negative energy. This stone also helps with emotional balance, especially during times when people are putting their baggage on you. Malachite offers the willpower to confront in love and get past any emotional and physical blockage happening in your current life. Lastly, it helps people who lack self-confidence and self-responsibility. And that last one is key. That's where your power comes from. Self-responsibility, being accountable to yourself, not to anybody else, to yourself. The only person you have to answer to is you. But honey, you have to answer for everything. Everything you're thinking, everything you're feeling, everything you're saying, and everything you're doing. There is no wiggle room here. If you don't accept responsibility, you have no power over it. You give away your power. You say somebody else is responsible for my financial health or my physical health or my emotional health, my mental health. As soon as you start putting that responsibility on anybody but yourself, you give that away. You're just giving it to them. And I don't think that's what you wanted to do, really. So consider carefully. You have to be accountable to yourself for everything, okay? And malachite can help you. The energy of this card, this reading, you don't have to have the stone in your hand. The whole point of these readings, of this deck, of these cards, is that you have the energy of the stone and the grid. These are crystal grids, remember. We have this energy coming to us directly through the image. If you want, you can put your hand over the screen. If you don't have an interactive screen, you can actually touch it. There are a whole bunch of PowerPoint chakras in your hands, in your palm, and in the fingertips especially. So take advantage of that as well. All right. This is a powerful, powerful stone to assist anyone making progress on their spiritual journey, and it is a must-have for anyone that is constantly working on themselves. And I know that's what you guys are doing. That's the reason why you're here. That's the reason why you found this video, is because that's exactly what you're doing. Malachite opens the heart and the heart chakra and will allow for balance on all levels. So that's the stone that we have at the center. At the 5 intersections of the points, we have green aventurine. And green aventurine is one of my personal favorite stones to work with. It's relatively inexpensive to acquire. I like working with it in rough as well as tumbled forms. I make chakra chargers, crystal chakra chargers. And if you go to my website, you can find that on there too. With aventurine for the heart chakra specifically. Green aventurine provides strength, courage, confidence, and happiness. It renews your optimism for life and pushes you to take action to acquire what you want in this world. This stone urges you to get out of your comfort zone and take on new opportunities. Allow green aventurine to take you on an adventure and help you grow as an individual. It is here to help keep your emotional body calm when things that may be trying or uncomfortable are in your life. Those nervous butterflies in your stomach will be replaced by an ever-burning fire that is eager to burn. This stone is here to help you enjoy life while sharing your energy and experience with those closest to you. Your friends will begin to see the changes you've made when you start working with this stone and will be motivated to follow your approach. This will cause a chain reaction of positivity that will change both your life and those around you. So be open to the energy of green aventurine working with this grid for you for today, for the next couple of days if you would like. These readings don't have a time limit, as well as being timeless. So as long as you feel that this is the energy that you should be working with, then you should be working with it. Pay attention to those messages that you get from yourself, from your higher self. We're all channels, whether we are speaking that divine wisdom aloud, or we're simply hearing it, or not even really hearing it, but just kind of vaguely sensing it. We're all connected to the quantum field. We're all connected to the Akashic records, which in my mind, in my definitions, is basically equated the same as the quantum field. And these are all words and terms that we try to put on things that are still not defined. So don't get stuck on definitions by any means. I also want to talk a little bit about the heart chakra. And we hear all the time all sorts of information about, get your heart chakra aligned and, working with your heart chakra. And the heart chakra is the chakra of love. So we understand that background information. But there's some things that maybe aren't always discussed about the heart chakra. Keep in mind, it's the center chakra of your body, physical body. It's also the middle chakra in the line of 7 main chakras going down your spine, the Kundalini, right, from the base to the crown. So this is a fulcrum. You can imagine a seesaw when we were kids, right? And you sit on one end, your friend sits on the other, and you guys push yourselves off of the ground with your feet and go up in the air and then down, and then up in the air and then down. And I feel that very much with this Nature's Cycles title. I have no idea what the book says. Just getting this information for the card itself directly. So card number 4 card number 4, 31 reduces down to a 4. So this is a card number 4 to me. 4 is the door. 4 is a portal number. This is a portal card. It's asking us to move out of one kind of energy or one kind of situation or environment and up level it, bring it up a notch, get it up closer to those divine love, joy, peace, emotional energy feelings. So chakras are just the basic energy centers. They are also physical components. We have identified nerve bundles in the areas where all of these chakras have been studied by Eastern philosophies for thousands of years. We are now understanding this. There's actually little nerve bundles at each of these places. So there's a nerve bundle where your throat chakra is. There's a nerve bundle where your third eye chakra is, and at the top of your head. Your heart has a nerve bundle. It's called the little heart, and it actually creates a larger EMF field around you than your brain does. Your heart's louder than your brain. And we know this because we can know something in our head logically, but we feel it's wrong. We'll go with that feeling every time. Whether we realize it or not, we will make ourselves change our minds depending on how we feel. So emotions are extremely crucial. They are literally a fulcrum point for what you are manifesting and creating in your 3D reality experience. We know that the fourth chakra represents the fourth dimension, 4D reality, what we are trying to move into, expand into, become more of. So when the heart chakra is imbalanced or blocked, it can show up in a variety of ways. You can have physical signs like heart issues, obviously lung issues, poor circulation, chest pain itself, muscular pain in the chest area, and respiratory issues. In the emotional signs, you can have lack of empathy, inability to set boundaries, unhealthy relationships, inability to forgive, anger and trust issues, connection with people, with others in general. For spiritual signs, isolation and loneliness, feeling disconnected from the universe, from others, feeling empty, and depression. So if any of these things are things that you've been dealing with, you may have a heart chakra blockage, and this reading and this image on the card and the energy that's coming through is going to help you align that heart chakra specifically. So take advantage of it. Like I said, this is your time. We are investing this in you. The only reason why I'm here. So let's take a look in the book and find out what the book says for our card for 31. Yeah, nature's cycles. The one thing also I want to say is that nature cycles, as I touched on just briefly, come and go. There's death and rebirth. There's expansion and contraction. There's ebb and flow. These all come through all the time in perfect balance, in perfect harmony. So even in the midst of winter, when it's freezing and there's nothing but white snow and ice everywhere, and it feels dead and cold, it is not. That is a period of time of rest, of rejuvenation, of recentering, refocusing. So there is never a time where even what may appear to be a bad experience cannot bring gifts of bounty and blessing. So just wanted to say that too. Alrighty. In the book, we've got Nature's Cycles card number 31. We are also working, besides the malachite pentagram, we've got quartz, aventurine, black agate, and optical calcite. The pentagram has long been a symbol of balance between the 5 elements: earth, air, fire, water, and spirit, and how they work in harmony with each other. Traditional Chinese medicine also uses it to represent their 5 elements: earth, metal, water, wood, and fire. Drawing this card means that it is time to find balance within yourself and reconnect with nature. Listen to what your body is telling you and what others see in you. Get in touch with nature by helping the environment, and that can be as simple as just turning off a light switch that you normally leave on, or unplug an appliance that doesn't get used very often, or when it's not used. Turn things off. Lower your carbon footprint. Get in touch with nature by helping the environment, learning about herbs, going for bushwalks, gardening, grass time, There are so many ways in which you can get back in touch with nature that will allow you to become more in tune with yourself. By holding or meditating with malachite, you can start to become attuned again. Remember, you are also part of nature. There is no separation. How many times have you guys heard me say this? There is no separation. Being a green stone means malachite also works on the heart chakra, which is how you connect with nature and the world around you. If you wish to make contact with nature spirits, such as the Fae, you need a pure heart. You cannot trick them. They see through all your disguises. Malachite is also an extremely beneficial stone for bringing issues and toxic thoughts to the surface, so be careful of that. If you have these things coming up, they just mean they're coming up to be released. This could lend it to being an unlucky stone for some. If you truly wish to grow and to let go of that which does not serve you or is sabotaging your life, then you need to be working with malachite. And here's our exercise for the day. Keeping a journal of the year is something that I find incredibly rewarding. Not only do you gain a better understanding of nature's cycles, you learn to see what is around you and the timing in which certain plants, insects, and animals show themselves. This simple act of observing the world can offer you more than you can possibly imagine. Becoming in tune with your surroundings, getting to know what plants are growing, where you live, and learning to read the patterns of the flowers and what they can attract will bring you nothing but harmony and balance in your life. Oh my gosh. Isn't that amazing? I love that. That is awesome. I love that reading. That's a beautiful reading. Nature's cycles. Always consider balance, ebb and flow. If something is continuing to come up, we've talked about this recently in readings as well, these cycles of experiences that aren't happy, that we don't like, that we don't enjoy. This is our way of helping ourselves get rid of those toxins, just like, your skin expels toxins and you take a bath and wash off the dirt and the grime and the sweat and all of that. That's the same thing. We release these negative experiences and allow the lessons that we learned to bless us while releasing anger and bitterness. Those do not serve you. Those will kill you, honey. So you need to let them go. If there's somebody that you're angry at or a situation that you're not happy with, it doesn't mean you have to accept things if they're not working for you as part of your life. You don't have to keep them in your life. You can accept them as being there and let them go into the light. Release them in love. So that's our reading for the day. I do hope that that blessed you. Feel free to leave comments if you would like on any of the stones that we've talked about, the grid, the pentagram. We know that's a very common shape that we all use in varieties of ways, for the most part, in our lives personally. If you haven't already liked and subscribed to the video on our channel, I do advise and encourage you to do that. It does help the YouTube algorithm, help other people find these videos and find the channel. I don't make any money from these. This will never be a monetized channel, but it does help other people find these videos when they are looking for the same kind of encouragement and support as well. So, alrighty, loves, I love you. You are amazing. If no one has said that to you recently, I'm so sorry. Well, you can't say it anymore because I just said it to you. You are amazing and I love you. You are awesome. You have way more power and way more ability to affect the world around you than you probably realize. So be responsible for what you're thinking, feeling. That's going to dictate what you're saying and doing. So be mindful. Be practicing that mindfulness practice. Go with blessings. You are blessed. Be blessed. Have the most amazing, fantastic day. Namaste and ciao for now.